Very good morning, friends. Today we are again here to discuss some of the aspects of algae. Today we will discuss the criteria used in classification of algae. Friends, algae is a very large group which varies in color. So, color was firstly used as a criteria in the classification of algae. Robert Brown classified algae into chlorophyceae, melanospermae and rhodospermae. Chlorospermae having all green algae, melanospermae having brown algae and rhodospermae having red algae. Later on, William Harvey classified algae into four groups: chlorospermae, melanospermae, rhodospermae and diatomaceae. Rest all were same, but the diatomaceae had golden yellow algae. Frisch, as you all know, is known as father of algae, and in 1935-45 he used various criteria in the classification of algae in his book Structure and Reproduction of Algae, and various classes were identified by Frisch. Frisch recognized even 11 classes of algae: Chlorophyceae, Xanthophyceae, Chrysophyceae, Basilarophyceae, Cryptophyceae, Dinophyceae, Chloromonadini, Eugleni, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae and Cyanophyceae. Chlorophyceae included all green algae, Xanthophyceae including yellow-green algae, Basilarophyceae including golden yellow algae, Phaeophyceae brown algae, Rhodophyceae red algae, Cyanophyceae or Mixophyceae including all blue-green algae. Pause. Go. Friends, the criteria used by Frisch were nucleus, cell wall, pigments, food reserves, flagella and type of life cycle. The first criteria used by Frisch was nucleus organization, and on the basis of nuclei he classified algae into two groups: eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Prokaryotic, in which there was no cell membrane bound organelles, no nuclear membrane, no nucleus, whereas the eukaryotic group having all those algae in which well defined nucleus, nuclear membrane and cell membrane bound organelles were present. The prokaryotic group included Cyanophyceae or Mixophyceae members. These are normally divided by vegetative means, and the sexual reproduction was entirely absent. The next criteria used by Frisch was cell wall composition, and it was found that in different groups of algae the cell wall composition was very specific. For example, in Chlorophyceae, cell wall consists of cellulose and pectin. In Xanthophyceae, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, pectin and silica. In Phaeophyceae, cell wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and alginates. In Rhodophyceae, it is made up of cellulose and peptidoglycans. Similarly, in Cyanophyceae, it is made up of muramic acid, DAPA and mucopeptides. The third criteria used by Frisch was the photosynthetic pigments, and normally three types of photosynthetic pigments are found: chlorophyll, carotenoids and phycobilins. Chlorophyll is of many types: chlorophyll A, B, C, D, E, and these are very specific to the algal classes. For example, chlorophyll A is specifically found in all the classes of algae. Chlorophyll B is specifically found in Chlorophyceae, C in Phaeophyceae, chlorophyll D in Rhodophyceae and E in Xanthophyceae. The another pigment that is very common in algae is carotenoid. The carotenoids are of two types: carotene and xanthophylls. The carotenes are again of many types. like alpha, beta, gamma, eta and lycopene. Among these, the alpha is characteristic of chlorophyce and rhodophyce. Beta is universal in origin. It is found in all algal groups. The gamma is found in chlorophyce and charophyce. Eta is characteristic of cryptophyce and chrysophyce. Lycopene is specifically found in xanthophyce. The xanthophylls are of many types, and some of the common xanthophylls known are zeaxanthin, lutein, neoxanthin, violoxanthin, cephalexanthin, myxoxanthin and so on. The third type of pigment that is common in algae is phycobilin. The phycobilins are of two types, phycocyanin and phycoerythrin. Phycocyanin are again of two types, C-phycocyanin and R-phycocyanin. Phycoerythrin are again of two types, C-phycoerythrin and R-phycoerythrin. Along with these three types of pigments, allophycocyanins are also common in algae.
Start.
Now, on the basis of pigments, we can now elaborate any class of algae. For example, chlorophyce, which is having pigments chlorophyll A, B, beta and alpha carotene, zeaxanthin, lutein, neoxanthin, violoxanthin. The photosynthetic apparatus is made up of 2 to 6 thylakoids which are attached to each other, and the pyronoids have starch sheath around them. Similarly, another family, xanthophyce, has chlorophyll A, chlorophyll E, beta carotene, zeaxanthin, lutein, neoxanthin, violoxanthin. The number of thylakoids vary from 2 to 3 in number, and the pyronoids do not have any starch sheath. Similarly, another class, that is phaeophyce, has got chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, beta carotene, zeaxanthin, lutein, neoxanthin, violoxanthin, fucoxanthin, neofucoxanthin and neofucoxanthin A and B. The thylakoids are 3 in number, connected with each other, and similarly the pyronoids are not covered by starch sheath.
Start.
In phaeophyce, chlorophyll A, D, alpha beta carotenes, zeaxanthin, lutein, neoxanthin, violoxanthin are found. The photosynthetic apparatus consists of a single thylakoid, and pyronoid has no starch sheath around it. Cyanophyce, being the most primitive and prokaryotic family, it has chlorophyll A, beta carotene, zeaxanthin, lutein, neoxanthin, violoxanthin, myxoxanthin and so many other pigments. The thylakoids are single in number.
Go.
In Cyanophyce, the thylakoids are free in cytoplasm, but chloroplast and pyronoids are not present. The next criteria used by Frisch was food reserve, that was again varying in different families. For example, in chlorophyce, true starch is there. In xanthophyce, oil and leucocene. In phaeophyce, mannitol and laminaryl. Rhodophyce, rhodophycean starch. And in Cyanophyce, cyanophycean starch. Thus, on the basis of these reserve food material, we can also classify algae. The next criteria used by Frisch was flagella. Now, the flagella, as we have already discussed, are organs of locomotion. With the help of flagella, the algae unicellular forms, they can move from one place to another. The number, size and location of flagella is characteristic in every group of algae. For example, in chlorophyce, the flagella are 2, 4 or indefinite in number. They may be present in apical or subapical in position they may be equal in size, acronymatic. Similarly, in Xanthophyceae, the flagella are 2 in number, unequal in size, placed apically, one acronymatic and another pantonymatic.
Go.
So in Xanthophyceae, the 2 flagella are arranged like this. In Phaeophyceae, the flagella are 2 in number and they are unequal, one acronymatic, another pantonymatic. They are arranged laterally. This is also known as heterocontic nature. Now, in Rhodophyceae and Cyanophyceae, there are no flagella.
Go.
Now, coming to the last criteria of classification used by Frisch, it was type of life cycle. Friends, the life cycle in lower members like algae can be of 3 types: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Isogamous, where the gametes are morphologically similar but physiologically dissimilar, one acting as plus and another acting as minus. They both copulate and give rise to zygote. Anisogamous, where there is morphological as well as physiological difference in the gametes. One is larger in size, known as macrogamete, and another smaller in size, acting as male, known as microgamete. And the third, that is oogamy, in which the female gamete becomes entirely immotile. It becomes very large in size and round in shape. The male gamete becomes very much reduced in size and remains motile. In different families, different types of life cycles are present. For example, in Chlorophyceae, all these 3 types of life cycles are found: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. The life cycles are simple. Similarly, in Xanthophyceae, the life cycle is oogamous and is of simple type. In Phaeophyceae, it is oogamous and complex type. In Rhodophyceae, the life cycle is oogamous and complex type. In Cyanophyceae, the members reproduces by vegetative means only. There is no sexual reproduction found in this family. Friends, till now we were discussing the various criteria used by Frisch in the classification of algae. Now let us look at the historical background of the classification of algae, and it goes back to 1754, where Linnaeus in his book Cryptogamia classified algae along with lichens. He considered 14 genera of algae in that, out of which 4 are now in algae. Then came the first book on marine biology by Mellin in 1768. It was the first book on marine biology, Historia Fucorum. In 1803, Voucher divided algae into 3 groups. In 1820, Link classified algae on the basis of the color of the pigments and their structure. As I have told you earlier, Harvey used color for the classification of algae. So it happened in 1836, where he used habitat as well as pigment of algae for the classification of algae and formed 4 classes of algae. Agar, from 1849 to 1898, he divided algae into 6 orders. In 1880, algae and fungi were placed in Thallophyta group, which was formed by Eichler in 1836. In 1912, Engler and Prandtl also included fungi into this algal group. So this was a very brief history of classification of algae, but now we can say algae is an artificial group which is polyphyletic in nature. This group has not only unicellular members but also very large macro level thalloid organisms, the members of which belongs to Rhodophyceae and Phaeophyceae. So in the next lecture we will be discussing more details about some of the members of algae. Thank you.